Guys, you are all welcome. Do well to mute yourself when you join. Do well to mute yourself when you join. All right, so in the next 1 minute, I'll start my presentation for today. Today is going to be one of the amazing times that we are going to enjoy. So it's a great blessing having all of you here again today for the Phos Gathering. We are still building the momentum gradually, and then I trust that with time we are going to get there. Okay, please kindly share the link, share it to your friends, share it on WhatsApp, share it on Facebook, on Instagram, any other platform. I'm placing the link now in the group chat for everybody to have access to it. Yes, I have shared the link now in the group chat for everybody to have access. You can share it on all other platforms that you wish people have to know about our meeting and join. You can share it on all other platforms. You can share it on all other platforms. So the link is in the group chat now. Okay, so we start our meeting today now. All right, so hello, thesambaaku here. You're all once again welcome to Phos Gathering. It's such an honor and a privilege to have all of you here. I count it myself as the most blessed and to have received people like you in this conversation. Today is going to be one wonderful time. If you have followed what we are doing last week, by the grace of God, we were able to look at the skill set, the toolbox, builder's toolbox, right? Today, we are going to start from an interesting perspective. If you do remember what we did last week, we were able to look at my 4 cycles of purposeful living. My 4 cycles of purposeful living. So today, we are going to take one of the 4 cycles and we are going to dive deep into that cycle. We are going to take one of the 4 cycles and we are diving deep into it. So I trust that you follow me carefully and gently for today's presentation. So, you know, at the start of every presentation, I make a promise. Today's promise that I'm going to give you is that we are going to spend within just 20 to 30 minutes here and we should be done. Last week, we did close to an hour. Today, we are going to spend 20 to 30 minutes and we should be done. And today too, I want you to take your notes because I'm not going to present with slides. I'm going to go that hard for us. I'm not going to present with slides. I'm just showing you what we are doing today. We are looking at Phos Gathering, the skill set age, just because we spoke about what can you be the best at in this world, where we spoke about what the skill set, the abilities, the talent you have. So that is what we are going to dive in on today. And I trust that you will be able to enjoy one of the good times. So you're all welcome on board. Phos Gathering need no introduction again. Now we have gotten to a point where when we enter in the month, we just zoom in. So keep sharing the link and then we start. Thank you, Jesus. So basically, when it comes to our gathering, we realized from our previous meeting that I spoke about the skill set age. And then today, that is what I'm going to dive on to the 4 circles of purposeful living, looking at what can we be best at in this world. The whole focus and vision of what we are building now is to bring us to a place where we are able to carefully identify the purpose and how to live it. Remember from last week, I said that our edge is the purpose we have in this world. That is our edge. Our edge is the purpose what we have. So far as we come to the place where we are able to demonstrate purpose, we come to the place where we are able to function in the light of purpose. It means we have an advantage over the systems of this world. And for me, it is too crucial and important for us to be able to identify purpose and live it. It's so crucial and important. The moment purpose is missing out of the circle, then it means a secret ingredient is missing. Now, in our bid and in our quest to identify purpose, right? One of the most important things that I consistently want us to check or look out for is what we call the what can I be best at in this world? What can I be best at in this world? That is our first circle of our ability to try and understand ourselves, understand the skill set we hold, understand who we are, what abilities, talent are embedding in us, and through that talent and abilities, we are able to kickstart the purpose journey. So today, I'm blessed to come your way with this. So let's look at skill set in general. When we are talking about skill set, you see, it comes from a long history that began with a word that is integrated in English lexicon, right? And the word skill, it comes from an old Norse's word that is called skill. Skill, that is, you see, skill is S-K-I-L-L. This is S-K-I-L. And by definition, what it means is distinct. By definition, what it means is distinct. When we talk about a skill, the old ancient language, English language, the first time it was mentioned, its etymology, its beginning, what the motive behind when we talk about skill is to look at what we call what distinct, something that is distinct. It can also be be named as Sikija, that is relating to the German Old English, and it simply means to separate, to discern or understand, to separate, to discern or understand. So one of the most important things that I want to communicate across in our beginnings, if you carefully take at the root word, which is skill that we are dealing with, we understand from the root word that it means our ability to be distinct. You see, every individual in this world possesses something that makes them unique. We have heard it several times, motivational speakers talking about the fact that our fingerprint, our thumb is not the same. Our facial look, our outlook is not the same. I believe in the theory of God's creation, and I strongly believe that every individual is created distinct. Now, the group of abilities, talent, compositions, the makeup of an individual, that position him to find that distinctness is a skill. The talent, abilities, the person's compositions, frame of life, scope of life, all of these things put together that an individual possesses is what becomes the skill. Because from the literal translation of the root word, it simply means the ability, right? The ability to be distinct, the ability to be distinct, or the ability to be separated. So what will make Bella here unique? What will make Richmond here unique? What will make John Andre here unique in his execution, in his life? That makes him distinct is the abilities, talent, skill he possesses. So the first key word I want it to come across to you is for you to understand that when it comes to the place of identifying purpose and living the purposeful life, living with an edge, skill set is the most important thing that distinct individuals. The reason people are who they are is because of the abilities they possess because of the structure, their frame, their makeup, the talent, their gifts, and these make them distinct, right? So it is so important and crucial for you to understand that in your journey, in your quest, your ability to identify your distinctiveness is the skill you possess. Is a skill you possess. So let's move on. Is the skills you possess. No, you see, when it comes to skill, right? Skill set, it also have its own frame. It's a composition of some components that when we put together an individual, we're able to call an individual as a skilled individual. And briefly, I want us to look at this component. Without this component, it is largely not possible for you to come out with any skill. So there are sectors. One of these important sectors are the components. So innate abilities. So innate abilities. When you look at something of these innate abilities, we are talking about a person's natural gifts and capacities that lie within. I'm looking at the components of skill sets. It's a person's natural gift and capacities that lie within. As individuals, one of the prime thing that I have found and I have seen is that a lot of us, we are born with natural abilities and gifts, right? We are born with natural abilities and gifts. Without those natural abilities and gifts, we cannot function as who we are. Please get this right from me. Without these natural abilities and gifts, you cannot function as who we are. Our ability to function properly in our realm and in our zone, where I call it the A zone, is because there are simply things that are embedded in us that are our natural gifts and abilities. Right. So when we look at the inherent abilities, they are just natural talent, the dispositions, compositions, individual possesses from birth. While we are here, there are things that some of us we possess while we were giving birth to. There is somebody here who is a very good communicator, right? The person didn't learn how to communicate from anyone. Naturally, you realize that they are good communicators. There are people here that are seen as people persons, so but they are good with people. They are just good with people. It is a natural thing with them. Take time if you have your notepad with you and then look at yourself. And now let's go on this journey because I said I'll make these sessions very practical for us to understand. Let's go on this journey. And this journey is that your inherent abilities. We want to list our inherent abilities. What are the things that comes to you naturally? Right? It's a composition of a skill set. I'm looking at the components and compositions of skill sets. Things that comes to you very natural. They are very natural. They come to you naturally, right? So these are your inherent abilities. Now, another composition of a skill set is knowledge, learned knowledge.
Is the leader in modern enterprise.
Learned knowledge. Abigail, I think you have to mute yourself. Okay, let me mute you from here. Okay, great. Learn knowledge, guys. One of the ways people acquire skill is through learned knowledge. Hello, Abigail. Hello, Abigail. Are you here? Trying to mute her. It's not working. Come in. Please give me a minute. Oh, why is that? My muting is not working. I'm trying to mute her. It's not working. Give me a minute. Today we don't have a lot of time. Okay, I think she has left the meeting. So learn knowledge, guys. It is one of the most important things in dealing with skill sets. Learn knowledge. You see, the reason why people have built the necessary skill they possess or have is as a result of learning. one of the places where we can build strong skill sets is through learned knowledge. Sorry, I'm projecting the wrong thing. It's through learned knowledge. Skill sets can be acquired, right? And acquired skill sets still have the ability to lead to purpose. You have to get to me. So skill that is acquired from what? Education, training programs, self-study, exposure to new ideas. All of these things are learned knowledge skills. It's a composition of a skill set. Skills that can be acquired from what? From education, from trainings, from personal learnings. All of these things put together is a composition. So I said we have inherent abilities as one composition of a skill set. Then we have learned knowledge as another composition of skill set, right? Then what we have is acquired experiences. Acquired experiences is also a composition of a skill set. So the experience you have amassed in a real world, experiences that on your journey you have amassed in the real world. On our journey and in this life, there are so many experiences we go through that is able to build a skill around us. So many of them. And consistently, when we look at these experiences, it's able to bring us to the place where we can find out that because of my experience, I'm able to deal with people well. Because of my experience in a particular company, I'm able to actually put people together. These things are skills. These things are skills, and they are necessary skills that is able to start the purpose journey. Now, we have types of skill sets, right? We have types of skill sets. So we have the hard skills, we have the soft skills, we have the life skills. So the hard skills, basically, these things are things that are, we have all learned. So I want to go through and then hit hard on my main subject. The hard skills are technical skills. We know skills pertaining to job. Andre is here, he's learning to become a contractor. Jay is here, Richmond is here, Robert is here, he's learning to become he's a fashion designer. These are acquired skills, right? That is from a technical perspective. Now, soft skills has to do with communication skills, how to motivate, leadership, and team building. So these things are soft skills. There are skill sets that we possess that are soft skills, right? Then we have life skills. Life skills, financial management, health and wellness, right? Time management. Guys, I'm suffering from cold, so bear with me. Time management. These are also life skills. Now, I'm going specifically on, if you look at all of these things that I've mentioned, one of the most important thing, the thing that is most important is understanding the era and skill set implementation. You see, the world moves in seasons. I said this in our previous meeting. Now pay attention to me. The world moves in seasons, and the people that position themselves for the season are the most relevant in the world. If you are here as a young person and you don't have the ability to position yourself in seasons and in times that the world revolves around, you'll be sleeping and you'll be playing. One of the most important things that I want this builders community to consistently understand is the ability to discern seasons and times. So if you look at skill sets, at a point in time in the world's transformation, we had the land age. This was a season or the age where farmers were the most prosperous people. So if you possess a land, you were a farmer, you were the ish. Back then in ages, the land age, people now have to learn skills that fit that age, right? Because that age demands a skill. Every age and season have a particular type of skill that the age and season demands. Guys, without without understanding of age and understanding of seasons, you can never get to a point where you do better and well. Understand what I'm saying? So we had the land age. The land age came to bear and then passed on. Then guys, are you here with me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Then we moved from the land age to We move from the land age to the industrial revolution. So the industrial revolution is when men like John D. Rockefeller, oil, Standard Oil, they came to bear. They moved to the market. They started creating industries. They started understanding industries. That was the industrial revolution. That was the industrial age, right? And then now in our age now, we are in the information age, computer. You remember last week, I taught you how people create wealth. And I said there was the industrial age. We had a man like John D. Rockefeller. He amassed the abilities and skill in that age, and he was able to create himself to become a billionaire. We moved to the information age. A man like Bill Gates, a man, yeah, like Bill Gates came out of the information age, now build the necessary skill set that was for the age, and then he was able to thrive in that age. We have a man like Mark Zuckerberg coming on in the information age, right? And also building connectivity through social media, and he's thriving. A man like Alibaba coming on in the information age, building platform where people can just sell and buy. So the thing I want you to understand is that skill deals with ages. There are some skill sets that was needed in the land age that is not relevant now in the information age and in this digital era. Now, if you see where the world is going, the world is pushing towards digitalization. We are normalizing digitalization, how money is spent, how money is received, how phone calls are made, how we interact. You see, yesterday was one of my friend's birthday. It is now so rare for a birthday, rarer that a person will walk into somebody's room and wish him a happy birthday. It is either on Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp status. And we feel comfortable. It has become the norm. It has become what we accept now. The question is, when you look deep into yourself in building hard skill, soft skill, life skills, what you have to keep asking yourself is, what type of skill is relevant in our age? In order for you to carefully live a relevant purpose, you consistently need to ask your question. So if your skill is from a knowledge-based skill, I said one component of skill, creating skill, is through knowledge. You have to be seeking knowledge that is relevant in the age and in the season that you are in. Guys, are you here with me? The moment your skill becomes outdated, it means that the ability to live a successful purpose is cut short. And that is one thing that a lot of people don't understand now. When we look at what is going on in our world now, the digital age has brought us artificial intelligence, AI. And it is so important that AI is going to put a lot of skills to dormancy, or is going to put a hold to a lot of skill. Imagine us and now, you are somebody who is starting school and you are building a skill in the realm of graphic designing. I mentioned it the other time. Then you have to find a way you are going to make AI work for you, or else in the next 5 to 10 years, you'll be out of place. And this is what I want you to understand. The reason being that the learnings of demand and supply of skill in the market, you have to understand the concept of market shifts and the needed particular skill that will work in that era. Every season comes with a skill that is important. Guys, hear me out. Every season comes with an important skill. Your positioning will determine how you carefully take advantage of that season. So, what I want to throw to us in what you are building now, in the purpose you are living now. Some of you here, you want to become great entrepreneurs, great beauticians. You want anything you want to become. The question that comes to mind is, what skill set is relevant in my age? That's the reason why our topic is the skill set age. Whether it is hard skill, in our age now, what is coming is influencing. Because we are in an age where when you have the numbers, you are the person they pay attention to. So what skill sets are needed in that age? You have to understand that it is important you're able to build a communication skill. If you are here with me, let me see I in the chat box. If you are here with me, I want to know if my builders are following. If you are here with me, let me see I in the chat box. You can add some fire emoji. Let's go. Let's go. We don't have time. I said I'm using just 30 minutes. I have just like 10 minutes. I'll be done. Great. Great. Kobe is here. John Andre is here. Let me see I in the chat box. Let me see I. Bella is here. Robert is here. Great. So I'm continuing. The market skill is work on demand and supply. The market determines the type of skill you have to bring to bear. You see, it is so important that you learn in the direction of the age you are in. Right? So Agana is here, who is a fashion designer, right? He needs to now augment his whole business process to fit the age and the demand, the type of skill that is in demand. What must he do now? He has to now start thinking of how to create YouTube channels and learn to communicate to his YouTube audience, because that is what the age now demands. It is important. Your skill can be outdated. Why? Because of the seasons and times that we are in. We are in an age where skill set deals with seasons. Imagine if you came in the land age, right? One of the important things that you would be looking at is to be able to become a good weeder. Maybe that time there was no technology to get bulldozers to bulldoze the land. What it means simply is that you would have come to a place where the best thing that you would be doing is to learn how to use cutlasses. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? That is it. That is it. But now, what age are we in? And what is the application, the skill set that is needed, what you have to apply? So I want you to take time for yourself. I have categorized these things. I said we have the components where we have the inherent abilities, we have the learned abilities, and we have acquired experiences. Now, we have the types, that is hard, soft, and technical. So I want you to now look deep into yourself as a builder and the journey that you are on, and ask yourself, with regarding to the component, regarding to the types, what area does the world need now that I need to develop? Have you thought about that? What does the world need? You see, it is.
Shall I say she's sleeping?
It is so crucial and important that we come to a point where we are able to meet the demand of the market. The demand of the market. Now you have to be learning how to do AI prompts, because that in the next 10 years, everything will be about prompt. A woman would want to cook jollof, and he will go to ChatGPT and say, how do I prepare a Chinese jollof prompt? Enter, and ChatGPT will write everything for her. So you have to be taking education and build a technical skill on AI prompts. YouTube algorithms. You have to build a skill to understand how social media platform works. Guys, if you don't put together this, amass this relevant skill in the age that we are in, you will not thrive. You are a businessman. You have to now start to think how to use robots in your daily business activities. And these things are so important. They are so important. They are so important now in our age. So today, like I said, I don't want my presentation to take time. I am done actually. My communication to you is that skill is important. There are ages and seasons. But the most important thing is understanding that type of skill, soft, hard, life skill, the components, whether it has inherent ability. You see, abilities can be developed. There is somebody here, maybe you have a talent, you are good in singing. It's an ability. You can develop it to fit the age. Is it a learning ability? You are here, you are learning to become an entrepreneur. What you have to do is to look at the relevant skill in our age now. Now, people like to follow brands. Now, people like people who care, CEOs who care, business leaders who care about their workers. That's what people are running after now. It's not just about the money. There are people who are just traders, people who have found easy way of making money. And yes, so they want to put themselves in the working environment. What they need is a CEO who cares. Do you think you have that soft skill and that ability to care for people? What is relevant in our age? And today, that is my simple communication that I'm coming across. It's my simple communication I'm coming to you with. Understanding what is relevant in the age we are in. And implementing, coming out with those set of skills, those set of abilities, so that you'll be relevant and consistently relevant in what you are doing. All right. So, guys, today I'm done with my presentation. It's so short, precise, and simple. I don't know if there are questions. We can take the questions. We have just like 6 minutes to 10 minutes question and answers, and then we'll be out of here. If you want me to go over something, kindly let me know, and we'll be out of here. I want to be precise and sharp today with the presentation. Thank you, and the floor is open. Hello, are you here?
Oh, my network.
Hello, are you here with me?
Yes, we are here.
Okay, great. Is there any question? Because today I'm done with my presentation. Honestly, I have communicated across what I want. Okay, Robert, your hand is up. Robert, to go for the question.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Please, my question is, you were saying we have to identify the age that we are in, and let me say, and know the skills that is required in that age.
Yeah.
So my question is, let me see, for the past 2 or 3 decades ago, there was a skill in that age. There was a skill that was used, but time passed, that skill was cool, and let me say that skill is not needed again. So let me say for example, if I am a businessman, or if I'm an inventor, for example, and I see the need that skill needs to come back into this age, can I still go for that skill?
Yeah, it's you have just answered your question. So far as you realize that there will be a need for that skill, you go for it. You make steps, you learn. What platforms, what institution can I acquire those skills from? There are some of us here, we just need financial literacy skill in running our business. And this skill is a skill that can never be outdated. No matter what, you need knowledge in finance. And it's so crucial and important. All right, so John Andrew, your question.
Okay, so thank you so much. So concerning the skill sets, the hard, soft, and then the life skills, I wanted to ask, how do you build a system that helps you to efficiently balance all these skills without leaving anyone out?
You see, the truth is that all of those skills are living with us. Why? Because if you look at the hard skill sets, these are skill sets that are developed technically. So now you are in school, now you want to run a business, you want to run a ministry, anything you want to do, there are skill sets you develop for those things, right? And then the soft skill is where these days I want people to pay a lot of attention to how to build teams, how to communicate, right? So those are things you have to pay attention to. You have to look at your communication. I usually don't talk the way I talk now when I'm doing presentation. The way I used to do presentation last 5 years, I don't talk the same way. I don't sound the same way now because I've become intentional about how I want to sound. You get it? So you have to tabulate it. What I'm going to do is that I'll probably build a table. I have a table there. I've built something like that that has skill sets and their components. And then probably I can share it to the community. You download the whole document and then you can structure it. Then you know, okay, the next 3 weeks, what am I developing? The next 3 to 4 weeks, what am I paying attention to? I hope you get me. And when you're able to put that frame and scope together, that is intentional living. There are a lot of us here that the life is living us. We are not living the life. We have to be intentional about life, which means that we should be able to know what we are possessing and how best we are working on it. It is so crucial and important. I don't know if I've answered your question. No, I know. Is your question answered?
Yes, you've answered.
Okay, great. Bella says, please, with a soft skill, does a person need to combine it with other skill before it can give a huge result? Yes. If you are a good team builder, it means you should be a good communicator. And these two things are soft skills. right? If you add soft skills, good communicating to, let's say, becoming a good entrepreneur, you have learned entrepreneurship in your school, and now you have learned the processes of building business, ideation stage, growth stage, all of those things. When you put all of these things together, then you become extraordinary at what you are building. And that is so crucial and important. So crucial and important. Yeah, guys, is there any more question? Is there any more question? I hope my presentation is well understood. Okay, so let's go in the chat box. I will understand the age I am in. I want you to declare that in the chat box for me. I will understand the age I am in. I will understand
please,
the
I have
age.
a question. Or...
Okay, shoot your question.
Okay, so my question is that we are in a digital age right now.
Yeah.
And it seems like majority of individuals coming up, especially, let me put it like the ladies, they don't have computer literacy skills.
Yeah.
So is there a way maybe you can give some kind of advice to them, or way in which they can,
guys,
get those skills?
What Kobe is saying, it's sad. Okay, so you see, there are platforms now. There are too many online platforms, right? You see, my university, right? I attended the University of YouTube. I still attend. I attend the University of YouTube, and I still attend that university. Anything I don't understand is just a type away. I want you to type that in the chat box. It is just a type away. A typing for type. It's just a type away. You just have to ask Google. You just have to ask YouTube, and you are done. Be committed that you'll be educated. You see, education is key. Not what you're having in your classrooms. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about education that comes with your personal development and learning. And that's the reason why we have built such of these platforms, to be able to communicate relevant information to you. Now you know that skills deals with ages and seasons. So it's important you develop your skill set to fit an age and season. There is skill.com. There is a sharedskill.com. It's a platform. You can just go there, learn whatever you want to learn. There is Udemy, a lot of platforms. It is your personal commitment that you would want to learn. That's your commitment. There are millions of YouTube videos that are posted every single day about any topic you desire to learn in. And that is how we develop ourselves. That's how we build a skill set. Everything is learned and built. You learn, you will learn, you relearn. Even that in itself, adaptability, that in itself is a skill. It's not everybody that have that skill. You learn, you relearn, and you will learn, right? So I want to encourage you. My encouragement is that put yourself to the place where you are developing yourself. Be proud that you are learning. Be proud of it, right? Okay, that's great. So Kobe have made me preach a whole sermon. Is there any question again? Guys, let's throw in the questions. If not, we have some few minutes, 1 or 2 minutes, and we should be done. Is there any question? All right. If there is no question, I want to send out a
please. I have a question.
Okay, shoot it.
Please let me say, in fashion, for example, now we understand that we are living in the world of AI.
Yeah.
And in this field, for example, the effect of AI in this field is not all that visible.
Yeah.
So how do I manage to live this age?
So you have to become a futurist, right? You have to become a futurist. You have to start anticipating what it could be. Let's say in terms of putting together designs, don't you think in the next 2 to 3 years, people will start developing tools that will let people not think again? You will now not want to go to Pinterest, look at ideas style, do ideation, come and script it, and then now sew it. So you have to become a futurist. You have to start thinking of what could be tomorrow. Today, if AI have not revolutionized your fashion industry as at where you are, you have to start anticipating and positioning yourself. It is so crucial and important. Everything, the ability to anticipate, you anticipate the future. So if you look at your working systems, what system can AI easily take away? Tomorrow we can have robots that will program and they sew. You don't think that is possible, eh?
Sure.
It's highly possible. We can start programming robots who will start sewing for us. Right? So it is anticipation. If you anticipate the market you are in, you know the market you are in, you know what type of artificial intelligence that will come and disrupt that market. And now you know how to carefully position yourself. Skillset 8. Skillset 8. All right. I think there are no more questions. Like I said today, I said we are spending 30 minutes. You are almost 46 minutes in. Well, I enjoy questions. Hagar, thank you for joining. Bella, thank you for joining. Rabbi O'Brien, thank you for joining. Jacob, thank you. Mr. Prince is here. Mr. Prince, welcome, sir. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. All right. It's a blessing to have you here. Okay, all right, great. So in our quest to find purpose, we honestly have to understand that the skill we possess, both inherent, our technical skill, our skill, whether it's soft, it's hard, whether it's a life skill, all experiences matter. They matter. And then we have to understand that while we are builders who are building, then it's important that we find the necessary skill that is relevant in the age we are in. You see, there are a lot of things that you may be doing in your business now. If you don't start anticipating what will happen by the next 2 to 3 years, something different will come and revolutionize that industry, that business, and then things will go south for you. So let's understand age, seasons, and how they work. Age, seasons, and how they work. I've said it. If we don't understand ages, seasons in our time, we will not be wise sons. We will not be wise builders. No, not at all. We will not be wise builders. So I'll leave you with that. I said today we are not keeping long here. I don't know. So I want to give Mr. Praise the opportunity. If he has a time, he's at a good place to just share some few words with us. Mr. Prince, this is your second time. If you care to share some few words with the community. I don't know. This is just to, okay. He says he's in a transit. That will not be possible. So I said I'm arranging with him. I'll arrange actually, and then we'll have him come on board. He has amazing stuff to share, to help you build, to help you stand. And I trust that you will be blessed. I trust that you have enjoyed today's section. We'll come again next month and then with another section. And I think we are going to talk basically on passion and care. What is the second circle? Passion and care. Today, we have talked about the Skillset 8. Guys, if you are on any social media handle, Mr. Prince, thank you so much. Thank you. Such an honor to have you here. Such an honor. If you are on social media, do well to share our body of work. We want to be able to reach the people as we have to reach. If you are coming here in the builders community every day, being blessed, we are still building, right? So help us build while we build you. Help us build while we build you. Help us reach other people. When it's time for the month-end event, Phos Gathering, reach out to people. So My tour is starting from Takwa on the 1st of April. So on the 1st of April, they have a youth empowerment conference in Takwa that I'm on. We have not been able to share the flyer yet. For those who are in Takwa, I'll be in Takwa on the 1st of April. I think my speaking time is from 9 to 10:30, I think, yes. So I'll be in Takwa on 1st of April. I'll be in Takwa from 1st of April. I have a meeting also on UMAT campus to arrange for some leadership conference there. So the tour starts first. All the other information will come. We are going to share some light and then curb some darkness. I always say for me, it is just one soul, one conference, one boot camp, one event, and then we are able to transform just one person's life. And we'll be glad that we did. So share our body of work, share the community on Telegram, on WhatsApp to people to join, and then we take it from there. So I leave you with this. I always tell you when we meet, when we are in a meeting. Okay, let me add this before I leave. On the 25th of May, the Takrady Tour 2 will start. On the 25th of May at Anaji Choice Mart, I have Elite Founders Edition. It is an event for just 20, 25, no, for 50. It's Joke, yes, my PA. I think, no, it's 25 to 50 members, yes. And it is by invitation. The event is solely by invitation. If you have not been invited, you cannot come then. That is on the 25th of May. It's Elite Founders. So the event is targeted towards young business founders, startup stage, people in the startup ecosystem, young leaders, people who are also aspiring to become leaders, people who are very early in the leadership conversation. We are going to have an amazing time in that event at Anaji Choice Mart. The event will start at 10 a.m. on the 25th. So what is going to happen is that on the 25th of May, I think that is the last Saturday in May, we are not going to have Phos Gathering on that time, on 25th. We'll shift it forward. So we'll do it a week before that. Please, my question is that should I learn this skill as and when is needed, or a general knowledge as well? Okay. So Christian, I think I mentioned that one of the things that I have come to learn is to become a futurist. So what I am doing is a lot of anticipation of what would be relevant. So I'm amassing the skill and growing in it, but I'm looking at what will be relevant in our age. Like I said, I didn't speak this way, but I realized that I wanted to position myself in the field that is coming, our ability to influence, our ability to speak to audiences. So I have to learn to speak. In the next 2 to 3 years, my speaking will be much more better. Right? So I am anticipating the skill set, what the age is telling me, the spirit of the age, what is coming in, what is coming up, and then we are building towards that. So I think that will be my answer for you. Be a good anticipator. Guys, be a good feature. You should be able to foretell. If you are a Christian here, that's why you have the Holy Spirit. It's the main important thing. It's not only for praying in tongues anyway. Here it's not a preaching seminar, so it's not only for praying in tongues. So yeah, it's not only you should be able to have a good sense of what the world is doing, then position yourself. So that will tell you the type of skill you have to keep building around you. That's so important. So our time is up. We have used 50 minutes of our time. I want to thank you all. Go to the page, share the link, let people join. And then we'll meet again next month. So God bless you. Peace. Please do enjoy yourself. If there are any other questions, you can just straight away inbox me on any other platforms or on the community channel, and then we'll have a conversation. I'm glad you are here. Consistently, I say, pay attention, because what have your attention actually have you. What you have given your attention to, you will definitely become. Give your attention to relevant light so that darkness will be out of your life. God bless you and enjoy till we meet again next month. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Go.
It was John Andrew.